The longer I became friend with you, like the more British my English became. And then I'll go back once, and then I'll, Hiya. You do that also cannot, ma?
Oh my god.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with Otis Battler in the UK and admin of the Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
Hello Ayumu, how are you doing today?
Alright, I just put in a new bathroom door.
Yay.
I haven't put the handle on yet, but it's working now. Now it is half closed. So now we don't have to see people pissing in there.
Ew. Now you just have to tape it for... You just flex tape it, right? Like flex tape is always the like the most permanent temporary solution there is. So yeah, just tape it. With flex tape. This video is not sponsored by flex tape, by the way. Yeah, that was like the age of the internet meme. The flex tape. Just use it to like fix everything.
That's a lot of damage.
Exactly. Or you can just use Spell Spirits cards that are printed prior to PS60.
What?
Yeah, because like people are like complain. Yeah, I mean like I feel like people are noticing that after PS60, like the cards are. It doesn't feel like as PS59. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's just people's feelings. I don't know. Maybe
It shouldn't be.
yeah.
Because you can feel it differently then.
Maybe it's just people being picky as usual.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, it is a weird timing now because now we are actually in a break month. Actually, there's no new releases this month.
Yes, I just realized that.
Yeah, technically we have the guide. Yeah. Technically we have the guidebook. We have the Mikavartitis. That's our only release for this month, actually. But yeah, it is weird time to have a break and weird time to have the grand final happening last week, Ayumu. Yippee.
Yippee.
Yeah. Although that being said, yeah, since there's no new release, so it's basically just a solidification, if you may, of the meta that is being presented by PS75. That is pretty much known as the last Battle Spirit set before the Eternal and Standards are being divided into two different formats, basically, yeah. Because we know that the PS76 has been confirmed. We also have received a lot of information about that in the grand final. And also, we do have 26 RPS01 and 26 RPS02. Yeah, I'm still like, I would like I know they wanted to make it a little bit different from like the regular PS set just because it's they have like rotation now, but like I still like, yeah, still wake up and then like I wanted to punch whoever like approve that set coding, man. Like 26 RPS01, who's going to... I mean like I can kind of like recite it from memory because I've seen it like again and again and again and again and again and again. But like normally speaking, like how would you like go to a card store and then like you wanted to purchase a Battle Spirits box and then like, yep, I want one box of 26 RPS01. It's like, so you want one box or do you want 26 box of RPS01? I feel like there should be a better way to do this. Like, I would like, even if we are going to question of whether Battle Spirits are going to only continue for the next 26 years, I guess like giving like one letter before like the BS01 would have been sufficient, I think. But like, yeah, they were like, no, we will give. So now we will change the block icon from numbers to letters, and at the same time, we will put the year the set is printed in the set codes as well. And that will be even more fucked up because the cycle of products usually begins in April. So there is bound to be product that is released in 2027 that will still have the code 26RPS04 or like 26RPS RCB03 or like the Diva Booster. Like one of those three are going to be released on 2027 and it will still have the 26R. Yeah.
Oh god, true.
Yeah. I'm still sitting from that. And also that because like I'm trying to make a database for that as well. So like I was like, okay, block icon should be numbers, right? So I should just put that as numbers, and then I just I look at the standard card, and then I realize, oh no, it's not a number, it's an A.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, technically speaking, because we have this thing called like hexadecimal, which is 16 base number, so it went from like 0 to A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah, I think it goes until F, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So yeah, basically the A to F is to represent the number after 10. So like A is 11 and so on.
Oh,
Wait, no, it's until E. Yeah, A is 11, B is 12, and so on, so on. Like technically speaking, if you go through the hexadecimal space, then yeah, I guess then A, B, C, D, E, F, G is still a number, but we're not going that way, are we?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a little bit awkward. But I just made it into a normal character, which has both numbers and text and alphabets. So it'll be fine.
Imagine in standard format go past 26 years, and he just got developers sitting there. So okay, well we didn't expect that. Now what?
Now what? That will be so fire though. Yeah, and now I want Battle Spirits to survive more than 26 years just to see how they would handle that in standard.
I mean, to be fair, before that it was probably gonna be another format already anyway.
Maybe. I mean, like even Pokemon, I think like they do rotate it depending on the set codes, right? Like, I mean, like they have like something that is similar to block icons, don't they?
Yeah, but they only started like so basically the actual block icon is started like 10 years ago. Before that, I think they will only use this on like the official sites, like okay, like these sets are legal now, kind of thing. I think I wouldn't know, to be fair. So yeah, it's only recently that they start using what we call block icon.
I see. In Bandai games. Because like sometimes it's easy to forget that somehow they made it for all their games, even though for some games it doesn't really have any function. I think in Digimon you don't have rotation yet, so like they have block icons just we do in Battle Spirits. But like up until I forgot. Like I think they introduced like rotation for either One Piece or Digimon. I forgot which one.
One Piece for rotation.
Okay. Yeah, but like prior to that, they already have like the block icon, which now they have a function. Previously, they don't. Yeah. More things to know. But it is what it is. The point being, since we do have like a pretty similar meta to PS75, we have pretty much similar contenders as well in the grand finals. Although, admittedly, we have way less chaos to the upset of like many of our acquaintances who are now trying to fish with chaos. Because they went from 23 to 6.
Yeah.
Because there's also a new, how do I put this? A new kids on the block on the popularity poll, which is the deck that also won the last Japan final, which is the Red Astral Deity with 7 decks. Admittedly, generally speaking, aside from those 2 decks, the other, because like we have 32 people playing in the grand final, we do have 13 people playing those 2 decks that are pretty much the top contender. But on the other hand, we do have lots of other decks as well, which now I should have prepared it earlier, but now I cannot find them, so we'll do it in post. just know that it's a pretty much still a pretty varied meta. Thankfully, although since I do have force in this race, which is the layer 1 is like the Southeast Asian players, so anyone from the, well, although when I say Southeast Asia, like it is also a complicated thing, because I usually, when I say Southeast Asia, it's mostly like the countries that are within the distribution network of World of Cards, which is Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Well, although we do have Thailand as well, but we are like so geographically apart so that we don't really interact that much, unfortunately. So if you're from Thailand, do let us know. I think like we need to be more united in Southeast Asia so that we can bring the trophy back next year to Southeast Asia. And so that's basically like layer 1. So like even if the Thailand player wins, I will still be really happy, because like historically speaking, most of like the winners are like from Japan. I think like 1 or 2 times you have winners from Hong Kong. Like I would like it to be for us to bring the trophy back to Southeast Asia, like one of the 4 one day. But especially, of course, I want the trophy to be brought back to Indonesia. So that's why whenever there's a Asia final, there's a grand final, I feel like I'm watching sports right now, because like, I have a team that I want to win. But of course, it is not that easy. Unfortunately, my boys got eliminated pretty early, and then out of the top 8, we do have 1 player from Malaysia. Like, it's 1 player from Malaysia against 7 players from Japan. Like from the beginning, the game has been pretty wrecked, because like we have 32 players, right? All of them are from Japan. So like from the beginning, we are already pretty disadvantaged. What I do know, we have 8 from from the World of Cards countries, so we have 8 left from pretty much Thailand and Hong Kong. But only one of the 16 like pass. So I guess like I don't think we have any excuse for that, because like technically speaking, if we just wanted a winner from outside Japan, we pretty much have like the same chance. Because like we have 16 players from Japan and 16 players from outside of Japan. So we need to do better collectively, I guess. Still a long road, but we will get there eventually. Trust. But so let's
then and then Battle Spirits ends, and then like still no one's from Indonesia wins.
That will be sad. But that will be indeed sad. I don't have. Actually, like it. I bet like I know that Battle Spirits will end like one day. Like I hope it's not in our lifetime, of course. But like Yeah, I feel like when I have to face like it feels like I have to feel like I have to face the inevitably of my own mortality, even though it is just one part of my life, technically. But yeah, when I need to face that head on, I was like, oh yeah. Sometimes I forget that I woke up and then I'm just glad that today I opened Twitter and it's not the announcement of the end of service for Battle Spirits yet. Yeah. And I think I just realized why one of the devices that I've not been charging.
No.
I think that's probably because I did not plug it in. Yeah, quite obviously. That's why it's... And I think it should have been charging. I actually unplugged the wrong thing. Okay.
You unplugged the wrong thing.
Yeah, I should be charging another stuff, and yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. I just have to make sure it is charged after this. It is not essential to this recording in particular, because we wanted to talk about the top 8, don't we? So basically in the grand final, what I will consider special this year is that we finally get an English broadcast. Well, for the most part, I guess, because they do English commentary on for the game, but of course for the MC part, they will show it in Japanese when they just ran out of a timer, because they basically put on I think some 10-minute timers or something, and then if by that time they are still not ready, then they will pretty much show part of the Japanese broadcast as well.
Oh, so interesting.
So I think it definitely can still be improved, but that is a good first step for me personally, that now I think we can get people who are, of course, there are going to be people who are more invested in Battle Spirits, then they wouldn't mind listening to the stream in Japanese. But I think this accessibility is always nice, that when people are okay, so I'm still casual, I still just wanted to get into Battle Spirits, I'm not too much into learning Japanese, but I'm willing to read the translation and stuff. I guess it kind of helps that there are the stream that is have English commentary that is probably going to be more familiar. And yeah, I think the commentators who come from Malaysia, that is Wilson's friends, they did a really fantastic job. And compared to there's a contrast here, right? Because we have the Japanese commentary, which is very it's very Japanese TV, so they are trying to make it as hype as possible. They try to sound very cheerful. And then there's this two Malaysian guy. They are wearing suits, pretty much casting they are very calm and collected. And then it was actually their voices are really calming. It feels it kind of feels weird, because Malaysian accent and Singaporean accent is not the same, but they can be, if you're not used to it, they can sound pretty similar, right? So, but it feels I feel I'm listening to a Singaporean talking, but they are being very calm. So it feels weird, because I feel saying Singaporean accent, especially when they are being passionate, they can sound very aggressive. And this is and this is the 180 of that. It's I'm listening to someone from that area, but they are very calm. In which they are very calm, and that's what made them nice to listen to. Yeah, I think I can listen to this while I'm doing chores or something.
It reminds me of that meme. There's a panic.
Yeah, calm. Exactly. So Singaporean is panic, Malaysian is calm. And Indonesia is somewhere in between, even though our country is burning the most pretty much now. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, at least we get a representation of Nyx in the vinyl now, because thanks to the new Ares, it is finally like clawing its way back into the meta. Ayo. Yippee. Yeah, and it basically has all the kit to go fish. It's always like amazed me like how in Battle Spirit sometimes you just have like decks that they don't seem like they would have that much defense, but like when you look into it closer, like they always have like something going on that okay, if their opponent do this, they can just do this one very subtle move and then they will survive the thing. And yeah, so in this list, that's pretty much, yeah, of course, like you do have Ares to pretty much finish the game way earlier. You have Yamato to blow up opposing Groundwalker Nexus, so that is pretty much the equalizer for the deck. Now that some components have been pretty much put down, like Mutu Dragon being limited to 1. Yeah, so that's yeah, I guess that's the new Nyx now. And it has to fight against, of course, it has to fight against Red Astral Deity, because why the fuck not?
Yeah. I hate seeing this deck.
I know. I feel like watching it with you guys, like, because like, yeah, once, we didn't have like a formal watch party, but we've been watching like the grand final pretty much with like people in the server. And yeah, it was a very interesting experience indeed, because like you know, I don't have any more horse to race in this match. I guess I still have like the Malaysian guy, but like still, other than like the Malaysian guy's battle, I don't really have a horse in this race. But I guess like for other people's in the server, the horse is not exactly with the players themselves, but more with the decks that they are using. And then like most of the people we are watching with are like, no, we don't want Astral Deity to win. Like no matter what, whoever wins, as long as it's not Red Astral Deity.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have these two battling, and I still remember vividly that you commented on how we pretty much see how it can unfold, and then how it just turns back in one fell swoop. But I feel like, but I feel like Nyx's problems has always been like, it is kind of like a snowball deck. Like if you cannot like continue like the draw, like it is still a pretty tight deck, but like against deck that can survive, that can basically like deal a lot of damage with just one Chantress, such as to upload Dragon, it can be very tricky to defend yourself, because okay, you might be able to like remove the first Chantress, but like if your opponents snowballed you, then you basically have to face the second Chantress, because they haven't they will probably summon the first Chantress with Dan's contract skill, or they will hard summon it, as we have witnessed in the next matches actually. But the tricky part is like, you have one Chantress that not only can be hard summon like pretty comfortably within the Red Astral Deity, and then you have the threat of that them manifesting like the second one in the attack step if you remove the first one. But also like if your defense like relies on you like summoning another body, like that body will be something that they can use to use against you as well, which can make it really, really tricky. So like this deck is just, I well, let's not call it brain dead. It's very straightforward, and once the floodgates open, it's just it's really hard to stop it.
Brain dead.
Yeah, it's brain dead. Also, like I guess like it can be helped that like by the time like the top 8 starts, they have went through 5 rounds. I think like if I remember correctly, like according to my calculations, since we have a top cut, they could have just ended at the 4th round, but they do all like 5 rounds. So like lots of people who got like 3-2 got bubbled out of the top 8 pretty much.
Oof.
Yeah, quite sad, but it is what it is. Yeah, so it does feels a little bit. Well, is it? I don't know if it's totally upsetting because there was a time period where I hated Nyx with a passion, even though I have the deck like lying around in my room right now. So like I don't know if I really wanted to sympathize with Nyx like getting murdered in broad daylight, but yeah, it also like feels like they have like 2 or 3 hands, but like they can actually still do something. I am pretty impressed by that. Even though unfortunately, as I've mentioned earlier, like the deck is kind of like a snowball deck now, and then the snowball just didn't run. There was like one turn where Rhea unfortunately has to end his turn without being able to do anything impactful, and that was actually kind of sad.
Yep, can't believe that's one day I'm rooting for Nukes.
I know, right? I was like, this feels weird. It feels like weird. Why are we suddenly like I'm rooting for like the bad guy for once. Don't want the good guy to win for once. It feels like you're watching Pokemon and you want Team Rocket to win.
But Team Rockets are good.
Well, Jesse and James are, but yeah.
I suppose not the rest of Team Rocket, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it is pretty much it can be easy to kind of judge like the whole match to be like kind of like one-sided and like the whole final to be one-sided. So I guess like at this point they already played for 5 rounds and against like the best players in the world as well. So I guess like at that point like you will probably be wasted already. Don't know if that's a good excuse, but yeah. But yeah, well, you will probably be pretty wasted. So the Nukes player having like a little bit of break in their hands cannot really excuse them, I guess. Although yeah, one more core and he could have probably got the comeback of the century, and yeah, that would have been hype. But we didn't. The old kings just pretty much dashed that dream, and yeah, it's still raining on the top pretty much. So yeah, do you have anything else? Any impression left for the top 8 actually? Any rage that you want to get out? You want to fan out of your lungs, Ayumu?
No.
Yeah. All that we know, Fire Paradise and then a Revival Done is broken. I was like, because I was like managing like the tournament in the Battle Club, and then I was like, I need a placeholder for like the cards that is going to be like the price for the tournament, and I was like, looking at the PSC 50 cards, and then, actually if I wanted out of pure spite, just build a red astral deity. Actually, if I kept the Sick Upload Dragon and Rising Upload Dragon for now, it doesn't look that and then I realized that why the deck looks so affordable is because I forgot that card in the bottom left, which is the revival version of Done. Yeah. And then I look at it, not only that's the only card that is sold out, It is also extremely prohibitively expensive. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there goes my dream of building Red Astral Deity. So of course I confided to my son, Amamiya, and then he said that yeah, I have the deck lying around in my room. I am not using it. You can just use it if you want, for videos if you want. Okay, fine. So yeah, that is why like we in Java have this proverb that when you have more kids, you have more you will be richer. Although I guess like the context of that is because we are a farmer society. Yeah, so basically having back then I guess when you have more kids means more farm hands. So yeah, more kids better. But yeah, not in the context of today, of course. Arguably, if you're in Germany, though, no, just kidding. Because like there's this skit of like, just like Germany, you have this thing called Kindergeld, which is basically like, if you have a child legally, so it doesn't have to be your biological child, then the government will basically give you like some money to support them, as long as they are not 18 yet. And here's the catch. It's not even the catch. Like actually, it's the other way around. Here's the catch for the government. You don't have to live with your children. You just have to. They just have to be legally your child. What you are going to do with this information, I will not be responsible for it. So don't look for me. But yeah, that's about all the information that I will give you guys. So yeah, as long as they are legally your child, whether you adopt them, whether they are born from your genes, doesn't matter to the government. They are your child. They are going to give you money. Yeah, per child. So yeah, let's go to the top 4, in which we have everyone's favorite chaos. So the only one remaining chaos in the top 8 as well.
Crazy.
I know, right? Like from 23 to 7 to 1. the only surviving chaos player in the top 8. It is indeed the deck of the ages. Yeah, and then he is facing against my only horse in this race, which is the Malaysian player Yun Yang, who uses Indra. So he got another fault of my support because this is the deck that I use, so I wanted Indra to perform well as well. And then yeah, basically start of the game, both player break very hard. Just remember that Honda casually just threw it out. Like, the other day I was like, when I was going home from work, it was very late. I was very tired, so I just put on a video to kind of distract myself so that I would stay awake for the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put on this video from a Yu-Gi-Oh pro player, German Yu-Gi-Oh pro player. If you guys know Joshua Schmidt, he was talking about his experience playing like an ex-meta deck that just get pan-hammered to absolute brim, just to see if it is still actually like strong enough. And then because like he's basically like going through like his matchups, right? So and then like in one of like the matchups, he basically just mentioned. So yeah, basically in this match, he outed my play. So I just drew my extender. So the takeaway lesson from here is basically if your opponent cut the out for your play, just draw your extender. Just draw the out to their out. And that is basically the story of how Honda managed to pretty much turn his absolute disgrace of a hand, which arguably, if they are playing poker, he is like way closer to winning than his opponent. But like that one card basically just changes everything. I think it's HIRAHIRA Chaos, isn't it?
Probably. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
You had to tell me.
Exactly. And I already forgot everything. But I think like he basically like threw his Serra Chaos and it just changes everything. Because now he has more plays to do on turn 1. And then basically Yun Yang, he basically like basically now that I played Indra, like pretty much before we did talk about like our first build in the previous 3 episodes, I think. Which we are still owing you guys like our post testing episode as well. I was still not done testing with the other one. I'm pretty much done testing with Indra for now. I already know what I wanted to change, but for the other one, I'll probably test another one instead. Because as I touch Indra, I played Indra, and then I just forget how to play everything else.
What?
Yeah, because now I never have an aggro deck that feels this like that fits in like a glove in my hand until now. Just feels more comfortable than it does in my hand in a way. But anyway, like one of the main point that I kind of realized after playing Indra is how actually like although like you will benefit from having like more Thunderdrive cards in your deck, it is also it can surprisingly fit in like a good amount of cards that is out of the archetype itself. So I think like we do have like a same pretty much amount of like deck that is not related to Thunderdrive at all, in which here Yun Yang plays a lot of like interesting choices. So 1 Kizuna Return, 2 Yamato Freight, of course, 1 Grand Draconic Arthur, 1 VLG XV, 1 Delta Barrier, LT, 1 Blizzard Wall LT, 1 Laser Volley, 2 Hamail.
This list is hurting my eyes.
I know. Like I can't understand this. Like if this is made by the players themselves, but like official, aren't you guys like have the capability to rearrange this a little bit, make it a little bit more uniform? Like why is the things are like far apart from each other? This is not making any sense.
Actually, I can't really quite remember what VLJ15 does.
I just remember that Enoch summoned it once against me, and then it basically like breaks all my plans, and then I just fuck up from there, and then everything went downhill. But one of the key thing is it can give you 1 heal on impact. So if your life is 3 or less, it can be summoned as a flash. If you control any yellow nexus, pay 1 cost, summon it. When summoned, if your life is 5 or less, you can put a card from the void to your life. So even from there, it's already pretty valuable because you don't have to use your soul core, and you can summon her just to heal 1. Because with modern yellow, that 1 heal is actually way more useful.
I think they're actually playing VLJ for the counter tap block effect.
Yep.
Because this is an aggro deck after all, and then like you can pay 1 cost to get a few spirits unable to block or attack. It's actually really good. Yeah.
Oh. Wait, but this counts as a cannot attack or block effect though. Is that why?
No, but like you're an aggro deck, so you're just playing it to get through.
Yeah, basically just to connect to that 1 next thing, which is already enough. But
Exactly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like Yun Yang didn't draw the out. Unlike Honda, he didn't draw the out. Like I think like he basically have to face another Indra player in the top 8, and then he survived that, and then like top 4 onwards. Like, good God, like if I have to play with his hand, I will probably not survive as well. I will probably crack even faster. If I see that hand, I was like, oh my God, how am I supposed to work with this? I feel like there's one sad moment that if he like, because like his hand was so like not only his hand was like pretty pretty sad. Like his trash, like his core trash was also pretty hard to pretty hard to look. Well, not to look at exactly, but like it's pretty hard to work with. And then, just have to summon his only summon is like the cost 4, which is has a when summon effect to fetch like one Thunder card from your trash or an Indra, and up to a total of 2. But if you the Indra is maximum 1, like I guess at that point, Honda has set down his King's Command, and he has enough cost to pay for King's Command's cost as well. So Yun Yang use the when summon effect, fetch Vajra Worm, and then Honda just open his King's Command, paid the cost, and then Yun Yang's turn pretty much ended because now he can only attack with spells that are cost 3 or less. But his hand was full of like high cost spirits. Like you can basically attack once. So I was like, oh my god, not like this. And it's also, yeah, it is weird that, you know, the hardest like defensive card to justify an Indra is kind of like Lightning Tempest. That's like, yeah, it's 6 cost, and it basically has the same cost as Thunder Counter as well, so that doesn't really help. Cause like, oh wait, Thunder Counter's cost 4. Okay, so I am, yeah, it has the same cost as Vajra Worm. So I guess like Thunder Counter, Lightning Tempest will actually benefit if it's actually like a little bit higher, maybe 7. Because then it will have a different cost than Vajra Worm. Then yeah, I mean like specific, although yeah, this is specifically against Chaos, right? It's specifically a Chaos problem. But yeah, basically because of that, he didn't have the Delta Barrier LT. I think like if he do have the Delta Barrier LT, he might have a chance. But yeah, otherwise, if he didn't trigger the King's Command, then actually like I think like he do have enough for lethal. So yeah, it is a little bit too bad that, yeah, at that point his hand was pretty hard to work with. So yeah, he kind of have to take the gamble, and yeah, he failed the gamble, and I was really sad about that. And the pain didn't end because after that, in the match to decide the 3rd place, Yun Yang has to play again, and he has to face against Red Astral Duty now against Kuro, the winner of the Japan final. In which his deck was pretty much made with Indra in mind as well. So like, yep, even way more pain.
Wait, how does it make with Indra in mind?
It's you know that the sick strike Apollo Dragon, the one that can block while exhausted. Yeah, so basically, of course, like we have Vajra Worm, but like basically, you kind of have to have Vajra Worm if you want to go through a strike Apollo Dragon, pretty much. You cannot just aggro with your smaller stuff. You kind of have to bring out Vajra Worm early if you wanted to get pass through it.
Fair enough. Interesting.
Oh wait, I look at the wrong strike Apollo Dragon. Okay, how does it work again? So, spirit is unaffected by opposing spirit or nexus. So yeah, basically you have to get either Vajra Worm or Thunder Counter, but otherwise you can pretty much block while exhausted. So you can pretty much defend yourself against most of what Indra can dish out. And yeah, pretty much the one hype thing about this match is there is one moment where basically Kuro also break really hard. And then at this one moment he has to pretty much hard summon his Shantra Sagittarius Apollo Dragon. And he even he has to pay like a lot. I think like he only has like 2 or 3 reductions, so he has to pay like 6.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. But of course, it doesn't really matter because one, the contractor done will return your course at the start of your attack step. Two, you can still do the release when the Sachito Oppo Dragon attack anyway. So yeah, pretty much he did that. And then he basically, in the previous turn, Yun Yang was trying to dish out some damage, so he has lots of spirit in his on his field. So yeah, so Kuro has a lot of things to work with. He just used Chantress Apollo Dragon, attack, release, destroy 3, shoot 3. So like now Yun Yang only has 1 life left. So yeah, that was already hard to work with. And then now his only hope is pretty much he has the dragon that turns the burst that basically like turns one spirit's symbol to zero, like fixes spirit symbol to 0 for the turn. And then he ultra advantage the Grand Sagitta Nova on top of it. So like now it's actually battle spirit. So like now, because like also I think Kuro has I think like he just blocked normally. So he just blocked normally and then he advantage the Grand Sagitta Nova. So like Grand Sagitta Nova at its highest level is 32k, and then we have Chantress Apollo Dragon at I forgot about. I never really remembered like how much PP it has, even though I have the card physically. Okay, so it is 24k at its highest level. So yeah, now it is hype again. Although like Yun Yang only has 1 card in his hand, so it's going to still be really hard. It's going to be a struggle still. But at least like he can somehow survive this turn, unless Kuro has a second one, of course.
And of course it does.
But yeah, he didn't even need a second one, because as with all magic, we sometimes forget that with all main draw magic, sometimes they will come with a sneaky flashy effect that gives a high PP plus to your spirits. Like strong draw, for the longest time, you never really noticed that it can give one of your spirit plus 5000 PP, because spell spirit has been in that level of play where you can basically like attack and then comfortably just wipe your opponent's field, so you don't even need to compare PP anymore until you do. And then this was one of that moment. And then that one Kuro could have just manifested the second Chantress Apollo Dragon, but instead
he has to add the power for the power move.
Exactly, he just played his Starry Draw, which boosts specifically Astral Deity by 10,000 PP. Jesus Christ, that's 34 against 32. And Indra, as with all your yellow modern decks, you can't really do everything that a yellow can do. You just do one, but really well. So you don't have any minus PP in Indra. So yeah, there's no way the Sagitta Opal Dragon is going to survive that. And once the Sagitta Opal Dragon is shot down, Chantress Apollo Dragon effect also activates, so it shows the last life. Even though like the Chantress Apollo Dragon has 0 symbol, it can still hurt him. Because why not? So yeah, probably like at that moment.
Chantress has 0 symbols.
Yeah, because he has that dragon, like the cost 9 dragon. That's why he has a body to advance on.
Oh my god, that's literally just power play there, Lamau.
Yeah. No, right? I was like, oh my goodness. It's actually like probably if he didn't block, maybe he could actually survive. I don't know. Yeah, that was the biggest upset. I was like,
no, because if he didn't block, wouldn't shine. Actually, no. What does Chantress destroy? Oh, up to 30k.
Up to 30k. Yeah. Then we'll probably survive, because like Grand Sagitta is like 32. He lost because he wants to play Battle Spirit.
Playing Battle Spirits in my game? Comparing BP? What the hell are you doing?
I know, right? Why are you doing this? Why are you like this?
Why are you like this?
But these people like playing Red Zone in their deck, I kind of wanted to do some random shit. Like, I have an origin deck. It can technically be changed into red. Just play a nice princess. Put on like the red True Flame Demon God. Use Red Zone. Now I can destroy something. Shoot one. Or does it have to be red only? I forgot. But yeah, still.
It has to be a red primal. You want to shoot one.
Is it red primal or red only primal?
Red only primal.
Yeah,
probably.
if it's a red primal, then
red only primal. Yeah.
Shoot, we can't do the random thing. Nah. Oh well, that's what it is.
Lol.
Random plan failed.
It's definitely really interesting how like people just switch to
Red Zone.
Like genius.
Indeed. I think like Slacker is the one that started it. Oh yeah. Props to him, I guess.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's like how does it do better? So during this turn, the opponent cannot attack end the attack step via effects, and when your red only primal family spirit destroys any opposing spirits or ultimates, send an opposing life to the reserve. Also, if you have 3 counters or more, negate all opposing white magic or exile effects except on field effects.
Yeah. So it's just like. So it just does better than
Laser Volley.
Laser Volley, yeah. Like you had to pay one more minimum cost, but then like it helps you to negate ending attack step as well.
Also, I guess you can argue that does have like because like Laser Volley kind of have like a second use of destroying one opposing spirit or ultimate, but you don't really need that for a one-off.
Yeah. Like I think like people realize that, which is why they just changed to Red Zone.
Yeah.
Which technically has a higher usability. Especially for like Red Astral Deity. Where like both the Nessus destruction and like the 15k or less isn't needed, because obviously for Nessus you have Bashing Down Revival to do that. And then like when you're using Rest Zone, it should be your Scientist attacking anyway, which by that point should have wiped the field already.
Exactly.
And even if they summon anything during the attack step, then you're already refreshed. So yeah, or obviously on the other hand, just have a second Scientist in hand. Which if you really need to destroy something else. So yeah.
Exactly. And then like even if they can somehow block you with like a higher BP, like good luck like getting through 24k. Not to mention you still have like lots of good stuff to increase your PP as well. You have Arche Lancer, which can push you by 3000 every time you exalt. Like can just while you're just doing your engine, you can just pretty much pump your Shintress while you're doing it. Because you can just basically before you deplete your drawer for the next drawer, you can just exhaust it with Arche Lancer plus 3000, deplete it, and then like summon the next one, do it again.
Which is, I'm pretty sure this is what Techan did. Actually, yeah.
I think he did, but like then he depleted the spirit that has the double that like the extra power. So I was like, huh?
He was just doing it just in case, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, like, I guess, like, yeah.
Like, might as well, yeah.
Yeah. You got a point. Because, like, in case, like, his opponent has an out, can somehow stop the play that he wants to make, then basically he still have, like, a spirit as double symbol that has a pretty high PP as well. I guess that kind of works. And speaking of Techan, this is the third place deciding match, right? So of course we have the final, in which we see like 2 players who we have seen in the stream before, which is Honda and Techan, pretty much duking it out to see who is the best player in the world for 2025 and 2026. Well, it's actually 2025 technically, but yeah, they now have that weird naming convention of like just do it in the year where it started to the year it ended. Like technically speaking, if you are using the old convention, he is the best player in 2025.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But at this point, things have turned for Taechan. His draw is way better. At this point, he sobered up. I guess like his play was a little bit suboptimal in the top 8, but like now in the final, like he pretty much locked in. While Honda pretty much wasn't given the same hand, wasn't dealt the same hand. Like I listened to this one stand-up comedian the other day, like saying that this is basically like why we as Asian, this is basically like encapsulates like the Asian mentality, which is pretty much based on mahjong, because you basically are playing a game like chess, but like in chess you are pretty much given like the same pieces, right?
Oh, okay.
But like
I always just describe it as chess, but I suppose mahjong will be more accurate. Yeah.
You're basically like doing the like. There are times where you will be dealt like with the worst hands ever, but like you still have to manage with it somehow. You just have to grit your teeth and then like hope for the best. And that's what what Honda did. But unfortunately, he overextended and then he overextended. He didn't draw the out, and Taechan just had the party pretty much.
Just turn 2 kill again. Jesus Christ.
Turn to kill after drawing his whole deck. I think I remember that his deck was empty by the end.
Oh my god.
I think like I don't know why, like what happened to like the Red Assault players on that day, but they were like all so gung-ho about like emptying their decks for some reason. Like they all like, thank goodness they win, but like they were pretty much like running on like an empty deck. So like I think like at that point they were like, just say fuck it, if their opponent has like a silent lock or something, like I guess that's it.
Guess I'll lose.
Guess I lose. Wouldn't it be funny like if like, unfortunately, like we all know that Yun Yang didn't bring Lightning Tempest, but like imagine if like Yun Yang has like an empty field now, and then he just played Lightning Tempest, and then like, okay, what now? Kuro has an empty deck. Taechan has an empty deck. Like Kuro has an empty deck, and then like I have like one hand, draw one. I will do nothing, end my turn, and I win. That's a beautiful thing about Well Spirits, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, yep, mill is a viable strategy, but you mostly win by deck out because your opponent overextended and then they fail to finish you because your deck plays that one out. That is the only out they cannot out against.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, it was like that way, right? Like, okay, like for example, if I play like Morrigan, right? Like, yep, I don't really care if you block my damage or anything, but like one burst wall, and yeah. One burst wall. Yeah. That was not a fun experience. For example. Yeah. Just to give an extreme example.
Extend.
Yeah. No, I mean like it's not about this one is not about overextending, but like it's about like your deck always have like out for like 80% of like the defense cards. But like it always fails against that one single defense card that your opponent just happens to bring that day.
Yeah, that's better risk for you.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess like that's the only part where the game is still kind of like quote unquote balanced, because most, even like the strongest decks, they can only go through like 80% of like the available defense cards. Like basically, if your deck can fish enough, then pretty much if you are playing in a competitive level, you can pretty much just opt to like bring like the out to that, like to the top decks, and then like hope for the best for the rest. Because I think like at that point, like if you are playing with a tier 2 or higher decks, then pretty much your deck will struggle against like the higher tier decks, but like you can manage against the others. So like, yeah, I guess like as long as you can kind of like manage against the higher tiers somehow, just buy you that one extra turn, you can pretty much manage against everything else. Doesn't guarantee you the win, but at least you can manage. Yeah.
Enjoy your battle spirits.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean like it can feel a little bit anticlimactic because like most of the players break at this point, but yeah, I guess as I said, like they have gone through like 5 previous rounds against like the world's best players at the moment. Like I guess you can't really just write that off as this guy got lucky in the top 8 because that we only know the matches where they got recorded, where they were recorded. Yeah.
True, yeah.
So I can't really write things off like, this guy just got lucky. He uses the high roll deck, the best high roll deck, and he high rolled everything. Because I don't think that's fair. Because like again, like the population of like the Red Astral Deity is just 6 out of 32, and like there's only like 2 Astral Deity players in the top 8 as well. So yeah,
I think it was
yeah. So I guess like we still have to give them credit where credit is due. Especially for Honda, he faced like the loss like a man, because I think like C4 mentioned that he is actually like the runner-up for the Japan final as well, where he also used Chaos, and he also lost against Red Astral Deity, which is piloted by Kuro, the 3rd place. So like I can visibly see like during the prize ceremony, I can see like Honda like visibly like holding back, crying, but he took it like a man, like an Asian man should. Just push everything in. Don't let the tears out. It was like he's basically like he basically got like the silver trophy next to the 2 players that given him the silver trophy pretty much. Because like it's not like they gave him the silver trophy. They took the gold trophy from him. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he took it like a champion, and I feel like we need to give like the most credit to Honda in this tournament.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think from what I heard, like Honda and Tetchan are also like teammates, aren't they?
Yeah. Teammates or at least friends, so yeah.
Yeah, and then also like training under both training under Lemon. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So who are like last year's champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so that's actually like a really now that I know that information, that's actually like really poetic that now the champion retired and then his disciples pretty much got the gold and brought back the gold and silver.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty nice story. Damn. Kind of wanted to talk to, like unfortunately like most of like the pro players can't speak English, but like if one of them do, maybe it will be nice to kind of like just sit down and talk with them about the whole story. And especially
get a translator.
Yeah, maybe. I'll try to ask around. I am the translator actually, but yeah.
Lao.
Well, yeah, that was a very nice story from the grand final. It is an upset that we didn't bring the trophy home, but next year for sure. We almost get at least a bronze trophy, man. We at least almost got the bronze trophy. We are so close, yet so far. Next year for sure. In both standard and eternal. I mean, like, I have a friend from Singapore, and he was like, I guess you can just try to go home next year. Go during, because like like the last qualifier are usually a day before the regional final. So I guess he said, just go home during that period, and then just win. It's like, you are asking me, a workshop player, casual player who have been way away from the competitive scene, to just pay $700, presumably, if the war didn't change anything. To high roll it, go back to Indonesia, and then like went into big scale tournaments in 2 consecutive day, and after I have to deal with all the chat like from moving back from Europe to Southeast Asia. That sounds like a hard task. But if I can afford that, guess why not? So I just asked him like, yeah, so if like theoretically, it's just a thought experiment. Like I know that the chance is very low, but like if let's say I do actually like do that and I actually win, well, Bandai, since I am still an Indonesian citizen, so I should still qualify because I can still qualify in Indonesia. But then, would I be able, since I am now a German resident, can I get the sponsored trip from Germany to Japan? That's like
you'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know because like the chance of me like getting that is actually very very low. But yeah, I guess like if I do somehow like by some miracle, because like I don't know why, I guess like when it comes to actual like tournament and trading card games, like I don't really believe in like cosmic luck or anything like zodiacs and everything. But like usually when I win, like the stars just align.
Yeah.
So like yeah, when I win on in Vanguard, I was like, I was like on the last. I did not expect, because at that point like I know that I am like good enough, but like I did not feel like I have like enough skill to kind of like compete on like even the nation level at that point. But like the stars just aligned. I joined like one of like the last qualifiers. I did not even plan to join the finals because like there we have like a pretty much a store qualifier and then like a regional final. I did not have any plan to join the regional final because on that day I will have an exhibition. Well, basically it's a university thing. So basically we do have like an unofficial TCG club in our uni, and we basically have rented a booth and we wanted to open that booth. And I was like one of like the guy who actually like like actively like doing the stuff, managing the stuff, right? So I was like, so if I'm not there, like I pretty much have to like spend like the whole day like pretty much like delegating it to my friends. Okay, like I did not have any plans, and then but like my friend, and this qualifier, by the way, is in another city, so it's not in Jakarta, it's in Tangerang, just arguably still very close. It's around like 1 hour or something with car. Mostly because of the traffic jam. If the traffic jam doesn't exist, it's like half an hour.
Fair enough.
Yep. But the traffic jam in Jakarta, it will always exist. So like, let's not assume what could happen if the traffic jam doesn't exist, because it will always be there. So I was like, okay, fine. And my friend was just like, yep, let's go there. I'm already qualified, but like, yeah, let's do it for fun. I was like, okay, fine. I will go there. I mean, like, I finally have like the Aqua, like at that point, like it's Vanguard GBT2, so that's when Aqua Force get theirs, right? I was like, yeah, I already like did my hardest to kind of like collect all this right? So like, why not use it? And I do have an unfair advantage at that point, because at that point only like 6 decks have their own stride that is like exclusive to their deck. Which is also why like the regional final was done in this format called like the extreme format, which is like the early Vanguard where you can basically like mix all the clans.
Damn.
Yeah, so like the best deck in that format was this thing called Cat Riser, because the play is basically you have this card called Cat Butler. It is a grade 0, but basically the effect of this card is at the end of your Vanguard's attack, if it's a grade 2 or lower, you can retire this card, stand your Vanguard.
Okay.
Why is this card a meta? Because you have this thing called the Ultimate Riser, the Perfect Riser, which has a Legion, which means your Vanguard is both grade 3 and grade 2.
Oh my god.
Yes, so basically with this deck, after your Vanguard attacks, you can sacrifice a Cat Butler, stand your grade 2 Vanguard, and then because your grade 2 Vanguard stands, your grade 3 Vanguard also stands, so you can attack a cat. And Perfect Riser is pretty much ideal for this task, just by the virtue of this, Perfect Riser having an extra critical. So Cat Butler can only activate when the attack doesn't hit, but because Perfect Riser has an extra critical on attack, it pretty much, basically your opponent has like 2 bad choices in which they will take the 2 damage and potentially more from the drive check, or they define it once and then they have to do it again and again and again. Because the thing is, with the extreme format, it gives them access to this other card from Spike Brothers, which is basically after it attacks, you can send it to your soul and then you just call anything from your deck. So basically, you went up from like having 4 Cat Butlers in your deck to 8 Cat Butlers in your deck, pretty much. Well, yeah, not by now sheer number, but like basically your chance of drawing Cat Butler is now 8 instead of 9, and you can just bring like other cards that also can summon like the other guy, so that basically you have like a 25% chance to get one single Cat Butler in your first draw, which is very crazy. And thankfully, I think like I only hit that deck one single time. Probably also helps at that point, like Indonesia, pretty much we are still pretty much a casual community for Vanguard as well. I think like only my friends who are like already like well versed in Vanguard pretty much plays that deck. I think in the top 8 itself, like I think, I barely got into top 8. I think I lost the first one, and then I think I lost twice, so I basically got the last spot in top 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then top 8 I have to fight against, I think I have played against my friend, so I was like, okay, fine. I at that point I had like the lowest self-esteem, but I won.
Right.
I was like, okay, now at this point, I already win against my friend who was like, I consider it one of the best, right? Like at that point, I can't really lose anymore because like I already won again. It's basically, it's kind of like the Honda and Tachan situation. Like, I already win against my friend in the top 8. Like I can't fuck this up. And then top 4, I fight against my friend who at that time I wasn't really close with, but like, I miraculously win. He used Cat Riser, so like, so I won against a new. It's also a new. I basically like befriend this guy because we met in the top 8, and then the top 4 guy is like the guy that I am already friend with, but like not really close. He plays a Cat Riser. I think like the one time where it actually like, I don't know if I consider this cheating or not. And I just outed myself. But basically, I attacked with my Vanguard. He got the trigger, and then I was like, oh, okay, fine. I cannot surmount enough damage for my attacks to be threatening. But I will just I think like he has a 3 damage, so I just attack another one with the plank, just out of spite. And he took the damage. And by the time I finished processing everything that just happened, he already drew his card. So don't know what's supposed to happen, but at that point, I think everything just went downhill from there because I play Aqua Force, so like basically because he has like lots of damage, he basically like every single one of my attack after that becomes a threat to him. So that's one thing that I might have to eventually absolve myself from. And then we have the finals. The final was a very protagonist moment because because one of the stupid reason why I play Echo Force is because the Grade 1 vanilla It is named Tier Night Teo. So I have to play it. I can't not play it. Although it's a vanilla, right? It's already in the stage where you don't really play vanilla anymore, but I just put one for flavor. And then, I think I just redraw everything because I don't have like grade 1. And then I think I kept my grade 3 and then I redraw everything else and I didn't draw a grade 1. So I was like, fine, I already went like this far. I think like it's already pretty much good enough, but I'll see where it brings me and then I draw Tier Night Teo. If I lose this, even if I lose this, this will still be very hype. But I guess
absolute cinema
indeed. I think my opponent pretty much break, so I rush him to 5 damage, and then basically everything just went downhill from there. He didn't get like the ideal right sequence as well. So like basically like Indian, like also like he kind of he plays Great Nature, right? Which is still pretty strong. Mm-hmm. But like they also like didn't get like the best right because like I think there's right pretty much locks you from guarding with Grade 0. So yeah, I was able to draw my perfect card, so that doesn't really do anything, unfortunately. So he pretty much just do that, and then it only activates during his Vanguard's attack. So like he pumps his rear guard to the actual brim, and then I can defend against that because now I have access to my Grade 0 again. Mm-hmm. And basically from there, I just attack him normally and I won. Yeah, and that was a very tiring day. And then that's pretty much why I kind of wanted, like, especially like in the Battle Spirits tournaments where I managed back in Indonesia, kind of wanted to do like the prize ceremony because I think like that's personally to me that was kind of good, kind of like going to the stage like after you just went through all that. That day I played like 11 rounds. Mm-hmm. So like after 11 rounds, I think like it's I think like you deserve to feel a little bit good about yourself.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah. Although now, we think situation has definitely improved since I left Indonesia. I think like the people who continued after me pretty much did a way better job than I did when I was the sole contributor. So yeah, props to them. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah. So I think like prize ceremony to me personally is something really important. Because because like even in a small community, you will probably still play like at least like 8 to 9 rounds. So like after you went all through that, especially like the last 4 rounds is going to be like even tougher. So like if you went all through all that, I think you deserve to kind of like get the spotlight for like, even though it's just for like 2 to 5 minutes. Yeah. So yeah, I wish I can one day make enough money, go back to Indonesia, do it more often. Well, not exactly like going back to Indonesia permanently, but I guess like if I can afford it, then I wanted to pretty much make more tournaments, pretty much give like people more chance to shine. Because I think that's, if you wanted to play competitively, I think that's one aspect that could help. That if you have like more chance to, if you have more things to win, then you kind of have to more chance to kind of like build your track record as well. So it kind of mattered more instead of like having like 2 big tournaments every year. You can have 2 big tournaments every year and then like maybe 3 or 4 smaller ones where you can still pretty much build a rapport for yourself.
Yeah, in general, it just gives you more chances to practice as well.
Exactly.
And even for like new players, you give them the chance to experience what it means to be competitive and things like that.
Exactly.
I think always having any friends will be a good thing. The same with Pokemon as well.
Yeah. That's why we probably have to. Yeah, I think like this year also like some of like the better players have not better. I say better players as in like the other ones are not good, but like yeah, I mean like some of like the more passionate players, I suppose, then they're being a little bit more passionate, even though they know that they cannot qualify like in other countries. Like people like Wilson, they just went to all available regionals, and then they just get the vibe, play with the other guys, get more experience for yourself. And yeah, Wilson was pretty much still, even though he didn't qualify himself, like the guys who qualify for Malaysia, they pretty much still look to him to kind of like get his insight on how to play, yeah, how to improve their play pretty much. So I guess that I mean like yeah, even though like you don't win in like the bigger tournaments, I think like people like Komainu also like he didn't qualify for the grand final, but of course like we still know that he has a track record of like being a very good deck builder. Like that his like, so you can pretty much still has like a social oh my god, I'm saying this this sounds so dystopian. Like I'm trying to say social value, and it feels very dystopian as if like it's a sort of currency. But yeah, basically yeah, you can still pretty much have a role you can play in the community. You have more roles to play in the community. It's like even if you play just casually, you still have a role in the community. It's just how many roles do you want to play. I think like I think like in the end you should play how many roles that you want to play. But like yeah, if you wanted to play a lot of roles, then you should have more chance to be able to build that rapport to kind of like contribute more to this community as well. Yeah, which is why we are now going to talk about this other trend, which has started 1 week earlier, in which people shared the 9 cards that shaped their Battle Spirit's journey, pretty much their whole journey for like the last 18 years. Pretty much 1 card every 2 years. But of course, as we all established by now, I played from 2016, so I've been playing Battle Spirits for 10 years now. Oh my god. I've
getting old.
Here we go. So, do you want to start first, or do you want me to start?
I can start first if you want.
Yippee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the 9 Battle Spirits card that describes Ayumu Seiki pretty much. So yeah, you may take the stage.
Let me take the stage. So my first card is Sequel Nova. Kind of obvious.
Yep.
Kind of back in Saga times.
Yep.
Actually, no, to be fair. Like, Nova was important to me in Saga, was also because, well, mainly because it was important to me in the Japanese one. And to be fair, the only reason is because it was my first X-Rare. Yeah, so like, it's one of those things where like, when I start to understand the game a little bit more, and then I start to build a deck around it because, I know it's a strong card and you're supposed to build around it. It kind of helps me to just like learn how to build decks and stuff like that. And then, well, obviously the other thing is like it was also a very popular spirit back then, so it kind of a favorite for a lot of my classmates and friends as well. So I suppose you can say it kind of helps with the connection as well.
But yeah, it is indeed an absolute unit though. Like we all say that yeah, we are tired of this lizard, but yeah, I can't really complain when you see like it appears in the CG. Yeah, it's a very beautiful thing. So yeah, how do you go from there to Yamato no Hydra?
Oh, it's there was actually a card that like my friend gave it to me. But it's kind of like my first bestie, I guess you can say, who like gave this card to me. And then like, even though I lost it, well, I still remember it obviously. But like the only reason why I lost it was because my mom confiscated all my cards. because I did bad my exam, and then like it went under her bed and just never to be seen again.
No. Yeah.
I haven't even got a chance to build a deck around me.
Oh no.
Yeah, but like, you know, I can't just still remember it because you know it's one of the few things that my first bestie actually gave it to me. So
Mm-mm. Yeah. This is still,
yeah,
yeah. You still have it in your heart at least.
basically, yeah. I still have it in my heart.
Yeah. One day you'll be able to build the real deck.
With Yamatano Hydra, maybe not.
I mean, it has Assault 8. It can do things.
Yeah, which Shrine Chest is kind of already doing it. So
Yeah, but it's blue.
Shrine Chest is blue. What are you talking about?
Oh my god, you're right. God damn. You know what other thing is blue? Why is such a Shantress blue? Because Sick Apollo Dragon is blue. Is that why you put it in this list? Because it's blue.
No, so Stick Apollo Dragon and Beowulf are like together because they actually symbolize. Well, not even symbolize. They were my first win. So like I use the combination of Seek Apollo Dragon and Beowulf to win my senior. And that was my first win 2 years after I started playing the game.
Damn.
So yeah, you know, it's pretty significant, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. And it's also a nice combination as well because you see it in TV and it's actually usable in real life.
Yeah, true. Maybe not in meta, but you know, at least when you're when you're sitting at the schoolyard, yes, very much usable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why like we are looking forward to the new anime because it always feels good to kind of like, yep, I'm doing it the way the anime protagonist did it. That's why like yeah.
I suppose so. Yeah, I don't really think about it this way anymore, but maybe if they get us hyped enough, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Draconic Alpha is pretty cool. Sure,
Yep.
I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Even Solidus Dragon or Explode Dragon seems to be fun to play, but just Bandai being Bandai.
I know, right? That's why I kind of wanted to play with Soldius Golem, but like yeah. In the end, do I summon Soldius Golem or do I summon the strength? I summon the waifu.
You always summon the waifu.
Exactly.
Which brings us to the next card.
Yippee! Very straightforward. So yeah, we have the Sword Princess Suru.
I mean, to be fair, Zulu is more like a coincidence. So like, I actually bought Zulu when I was on my Japan trip with my friend. He was 1 year above me, so he was graduating first. But he's pretty much a loner, so no one else actually want to travel with him for his graduation trip. So I just went with him to Japan. And then like I went to this car shop and I found Zulu and then all the other yellow soul burst pieces. And then like they were like really cheap, so I just built like a yellow soul burst deck. And then it had been my main deck for a while just because that's because like I was studying abroad, so it's not like I had a lot of choices around me. It's kind of like it's been like a proper deck that I built for a while because like that was also kind of like the first new deck that I built after returning to the game after retiring for like half a year. So yeah, and then like you know, and then I just kept her with me as like a charm while I was traveling and stuff like that. I don't bring her around now, but it has been for a while. It has been my drawer in the boarding house for a while. This feels nice when you go back to your room. Just pull out your card. Nice card.
I know, right? Yeah, I
Key.
can kind of relate to that as well because, like, yeah, I mean, like when I went to Germany, like I don't know anyone. I don't even know like what game is available in Germany. But yeah, I figured I'll just bring some of like my yellow decks. Because why not? And then I regretted not bringing. Now that I can play Bell Spirits like normally again, I kind of regretted not bringing my whole yellow collection.
Yeah.
I have like lots of stuff missing, and especially we can go into more details in my list later. This is your stage. I will not take too much from it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure Jilu is like my first yellow deck as well, actually.
Damn. Yeah, so up to that point you have a track record of playing red. And you're finally playing yellow.
True. Yeah. The sign is there.
Exactly.
And I just go back to red.
New.
Lord Dragon 10, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I was only playing Lord Dragon 10 because it was a mega deck. But it was cheap and strong. Which is perfect for someone like me who've been staying abroad.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I can find a lot of chances to update any decks. So much I keep it simple.
Exactly.
And so I'm just stuck with it because it's just one of the meta decks. And it's good to play in the locals. So I just play with it. So Lord Dragon 10 is probably one of, if not the most used deck I have. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, and you can pretty much still play it today if you use the Crimson Sacred as well.
Yeah, but I sold it to Enoch already.
At
this point, just
you'll continue your legacy.
Just like a burst control deck now, and like everything's too expensive for me to actually keep updating. So I was like,
yeah,
I can't be asked.
Yeah.
I had enough fun with this deck. Time to switch.
Exactly. So you switch hard from red back to yellow again.
Now that was actually during the same time. So obviously, we have collaboration only tournaments now.
Yep.
So I just chose Roller to play with, which I'm pretty sure was one of the meta decks in collab. Just because it's unaffected by spirit, Nessus, and magic, and then it can just restand multiple times.
Yes.
That was also before Burst War with Fiverr was in the collab meta, so pretty much nothing can stop her if you manage to set up.
Yeah.
And you can set up pretty quickly. I'm talking about within 3 turns.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it was actually just a really decent deck. Ironically, I'm actually not personally attracted to roll. Like, attracted is not the right word, but it's like
you're not a fan of
her.
Roller.
Yeah. Just because I don't really like her songs. After the Aikatsu collab, I just went to binge watch all the Aikatsu seasons, and Roller is interesting as a character, but her songs is just like not my type. Her songs are like, I'm gonna say classic rock, but it is rock, some kind of rock. But I'm not really into rock. At least not until Band Dream came into my life anyway. But
people change. Maybe now you will fight with Rolla a little bit more.
Maybe I should go back to listen to it later. Actually, now that you mention it,
Yeah,
I've been looping with the same songs for like the past week. I need to switch.
Good. Time to expand your horizon. Well, actually, it's not really expanding, is it? It's just adjusting to your current taste.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then the next one, if it's our old subscribers, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yep.
I haven't actually used Curse Dragon in Japanese. It's just a representation of my saga deck, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, well.
Yeah, well.
Obviously, just to briefly go through, that's my main saga deck, which is Purple Control.
Yep.
Where they use the same art, and it's also called Curse Dragon, but obviously the effects are like way different. But you know what? I can't really think of anything else, so it's like, yeah. Here we are.
For new
Curse
listeners
Dragon.
who wondered what the fuck does that mean, so yeah, 2 years ago we have the English version for Battle Spirits called Battle Spirit Saga, which we played extensively and competitively. We got to Worlds and everything. I felt that Worlds got 66th place, but yeah, Ayumu ranked way higher. And yeah, it has been pretty much his go-to deck. The Purple Control is pretty much synonymous to Ayumu Seiki in Battle Spirit Saga. Yeah. Yep.
Literally.
Exactly. And then the last one, you have a very white, but actually it's a yellow card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My waifu.
Your waifu.
My one and only true love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although you have another one flying to you at this moment as we speak.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you have the Blackster, right?
I mean, Blackster just Trickster, but
yeah, it's just Trickster but black.
Oi.
Well, I mean, her outfit is her outfit is black.
Don't get us cancelled.
Oi. Yeah. I mean,
No,
like,
no,
just to clarify, it's the color. The color of her clothes that is like important. Oh my god. Fuck, why is it so hard to not get cancelled? The color of their clothes are different, okay? Their personality is different, but yeah, Blackster is her name, is her actual character, this is the actual character name, but they're basically just an alter ego of each other's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it's literally same body, different personalities kind of thing. And DID.
Yep. And they just happen to be, they just happen to have like white clothes and black clothes. Don't think to dip into that.
Yeah, so technically they are the same people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I actually don't know when did I start liking Trickster. I just kind of saw a character and just I don't even know why I didn't pick Julu. It's just like, yep, Trickster.
Yep, Trickster. Exactly. Even though Zero is also a diva, technically.
I mean, yeah, but I mean like just like waifu in general, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it's not even other anime as well. Like even in consideration of other anime, like I don't call anyone else waifu, just Trickster.
You're a loyal guy. Good.
I am loyal.
Yeah.
Yes, I do like my Trickster.
Exactly. Like also like specifically about the wedding secret, right? I kind of really like the one that has like the more, orthodox design, quote unquote. But yeah, it just feels like probably because it feels more of the space, so it feels like I just feels there's a lot of things to work with aesthetically, but like I guess like with the ones where like the more tomboy girls because they wear like a way less fluff. It does fit their personality better, but at the same time, yeah, it was just another white dress, isn't it?
I mean, I do like the contrast where like because Trickster's body in general is slim. And then you give her like really, really wide dress. You know, just like one of those contrast things, which makes it pretty interesting. Yeah.
Probably that's also why, because I really like designs where the clothing make the character looks larger.
Okay.
If that makes sense. That's why one of like my favorite ships in Azure Lane is Nagato.
That's why you like Azure Lane in general. Look at all those assets making them look wide.
Yeah, nah. It's I mean like because like Nagato, right? Like her dresser itself was like it didn't really like expand on her like presence. But like once you get like the ships and like her weapons into picture, like because like her weapons are like 5 times bigger than her. So like yeah, it does feels like really grand. Her design feels like fittingly grand because like she is supposed to be like the headship for like the Japanese faction. So, like compared to like the other factions who are like their bodies are like large from the beginning because they but they have like equipments that are pretty much the same size as themselves, right? Especially like Bismarck, like the headship for like the German faction. Like she is like, if you like compare it to like the other leaders of the other factions, like she is like the most plain, quote unquote, because like she was angled in a way where her weapons wasn't really obvious. And then her main thing is basically like, you know, because if you remember Gundam Bile, it's pretty much kind of has like the design language of like, yep, if you're strong, you don't need that much weapon. You just need pure strength. But then you go to Enterprise, which is supposed to be like the quote unquote leader of like the American faction, and she has a bow. That's already like a huge improvement. And then you go to Queen Elizabeth and Nagato, who are like the leaders for like the Japanese and the British ships. And they have weaponaries that are like 5 times the size of themselves. And like, okay, now you think like this is serious. This is a threat, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I mean like now it might sound incriminating, so I just wanted to clarify that I like how their overall designs with their weapons make them like feel like grander. It's not like I like the main ship itself. Just to clarify, like because
Yes.
otherwise it can be understood a little bit wrongly. But yeah, I do like ships that are more normally proportioned in Azure Lane. So yeah, rest assured. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much, Ayumu, for sharing your journey. So I guess it's my time to yap now. Don't have that much time left, but I will try to make it quick. Yippee. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of
napping for too long.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit hard to kind of compress like all 10 years into like just 9 cards, I think. But yeah, I guess like even that's like I feel like
I think mine was pretty simple.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's also because except those 9, I literally cannot think of anything else.
Fair enough. I think because I just did like
even the Yamatana Hydra was kind of like a little bit squeezed in there in the first dragon.
True. To be fair, like one of them is also like just squeezed, and because like otherwise I would need like 12 or 15 spots. So it feels like okay, so I got like an 8 that I like really mattered to me, and like one is like okay, so how do I like represent like the other 8 or 9? So like yeah, I'll just pick this one pretty much. So yeah, and so like Ayumu ended it with his waifu. I began it with my waifu, who is the Green Bumpina Rabbit Darlin specifically. Because this is because like she's actually like one of the first Battle Spirits physical Japanese Battle Spirit card that I actually own, that I got from the gacha during my time in the Asia Championship for Vanguard. So this all ties back. This is not intentional, but yeah, all the story about like the Asia Championship ties to this, ties to the start of me playing Battle Spirits. I think like after I went because at that time I did watch like some of the anime. So I'm already kind of like, I really like the aesthetic of like just the spirits like leveling up and down. Pretty much, yeah. I mean like the visual language in which like how they got stronger and they got weaker as you block their course and everything. I feel like that is something that other card games at that stage, at that point of time, haven't been playing with. I think like the most you can go after that is Drago Porn, in a way. But yeah, let's not talk about Drago Porn. We'll talk about Drago Porn the other days probably. But yeah. So yeah, that is one of the card that I opened from the gacha. It's not even a foil, but I feel like she is like one of the card that grabs my attention. Again with the presence, because like her pose like fills in the whole card. So like she feels like a way bigger presence like that from the other girls, because like the other girls mostly just has like the other girls that I pulled from that gacha is like they are pretty much zoom out. So like yeah, they don't really pop out the way Rabbit Darling did. And I think, but yeah, actually, do I play her? I might play her because like at that point of time I didn't. Of course, I didn't really get into Pale Spirits yet. I only have opened like 4 gacha pulls, so like 2 from the Diva set, 2 from like one of the Burning Saga set. I forgot which one. I think I got. Wait, it's not even Burning Saga. It's the Ultimate Battle, because I have like that Blue Brave. And when it is summoned, that basically when it is equipped to an ultimate, it has a 2 cost instead of 0. Yeah. So.
Oh right. Oh, that one. Yeah.
The blue stick can oppose something.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, that's only the Battle Spirits card that I have, and then I have the starter deck from the Indonesian version. Interestingly, because we do have a demo going on. I didn't go to the demo myself, but my friend just gave it to me. So yeah, I just used that. I just built a deck pretty much with all the cards that I have at that moment. Because yeah, at that point, yeah, if so back then, I had to tell my origin story of playing Battle Spirits. Just one of my friends, who actually like started his YouTube channel recently. It's called Batosupi Timing. So yeah, do subscribe to them as well, because they wanted to bring like more recording from like the weekly tournaments in Indonesia, like Battlers Cup and everything. So yeah, do support them as well. But yeah, the point is, he messaged me one day, like just randomly, like, "Hey, do you want to start a Battle Spirits community?" Like he did not really like. I mean, like at that point he's still like really young, so I guess like at that point he just like see like someone who's an adult, and yeah, like, "Hey, can you start this thing?" Yeah, now he is an adult as well. So like he is now in that position, but yeah. This in the adult position pretty much, but yeah. Back then, so I just randomly and then I got acquainted to this one other friend who owns a shop, and then like yeah, we were talking about like how we can bring Battle Spirits to Indonesia and blah blah. And then one of the first games I had, he was using his English deck, because like at one point like the English version for Battle Spirits also got imported in Indonesia. And then we have like the Indonesian version, which only lasts for like 1 set.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, do you still have the Indonesian cards?
Oh yeah, I do have some. Yeah.
You need to show me next time I come.
Yeah. I wish I can get more. I mean, like now, like last time I asked, like the distributors still have like I guess like 3 sealed boxes, and I think like they have like 2 bundles from like a box that is already open. Well, they say that it's like the box is damaged, so they just took it out, and then like I tried to open it, and it doesn't have any extra. So like there's 2 chances. It's either like, I mean, like they didn't control it, so like it might be from a box that has been opened in a store, or maybe like it is from a sealed box, but they kind of like cut the like, because they bundled every 10 packs, so like maybe they got that mixed up to each other. I don't think it's their mistake per se, but that's more probably just an oversight of like the storage, like how they store things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, that's my last Indonesian booster packs actually. Yeah, I think I got the Siegfried, by the way. I opened it in Lawson after I saw there was a Lawson like near my like right next to my uni, and then right after the exam, I was just like, yep, I'm just going to open 1 pack just because. And I open it and I got Siegfried. It's pretty damaged. It's pretty damaged, but it's finally I got my first extra. Let's go.
Win is a win.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why kind of wanted the Italian version as well one day. Yeah, so yeah, as an oversight, I probably should have. I mean, like back then, I was like a very Indonesian guy, right? So like, don't really particularly like think that asking someone for a favor is pretty much a good thing. So like it didn't even cross my mind that maybe after they like shut down the thing, like they don't sell like the stuff anymore, maybe I can ask like the stuff if they still have like the promotional shield, not shield, it's like that, what was it again, like this promotional display that has all the 3 extras that is in the inside one.
Okay.
Yeah, probably should have asked them if I can have that.
I still have the tablecloth for Battle Spirit Saga. Actually.
That's why like those stuff that is like a part of like history. Yeah, sometimes like it is not a must have as a collector, but like, well, if you are just basically collecting, I guess like if you are a hardcore collector, that is a must have then. Even the tablecloth.
That reminds me, I need to dig up. I need to see if I still have the Game Grumps promos.
Oh yeah.
For my friend, because like she's actually a fan of one of the Game Grumps members who are actually in the band, and then like they're coming over to the UK soon.
Damn.
So she wanna grab the cards and try to get a signature from them.
Oh yeah, you're right. I am sending cards to one of my friends who really like the Game Grumps guy as well. I haven't got it for them because we don't have it in Germany. We have them in the Netherlands for some reason, but we don't have them in Germany. Don't know why. So I should have
distribution problems.
Yeah, should get them from the Netherlands for them. I hope I can make it before my next shipment. But anyway, we are getting distracted. So yeah, from that story, it went on. Then I back then I regularly went to Singapore because my sister was there. So I just regularly went to Singapore. And then I have that one fateful encounter with the owner of World of Cards. And then he suggested me, of course, if you wanted to start a game, here is like the current starter deck. Why don't you just try it? That's like the only available starter deck as well, by the way. I think like my only other choice is like the Suruki one, which is like the Dark Sword, the Dark Tyrannosaurus one.
Okay.
So in the end, I just picked up the SD35, which has the Mistral Pit. Yeah, so my Mistral Pit is actually my first extra in Battle Spirits. Nice. Yeah, pretty much literally, yeah. Yeah, so I brought that back, and then of course, like, at this point, I feel like I have the power because it's the only complete deck at that moment. Yeah. And then
B was also pretty good back then as well.
Oh yeah, it's crack. Yeah, it's still in the age where I think like you only have like you got only one extra in the starter decks. Yeah. So the only downside is I only have one Mistral Pit. But other than that, Mistral Pit is crack. When you can summon it, Mistral Pit is crack. Yeah. From then, they started to give us like the boxes that they have left, because like at that point in Singapore it's still very hot, so like you don't really have like stock of like old stuff anymore, because like they are all sold pretty much. Like magically they were able to squeeze out like 4 boxes each of like PS38, 7 and 36. So like magically from there I have, so 38 I didn't even have enough to build an imaginary beast deck with it's a drifting spirit deck from with Maochu. Also Maochu as a concept, it's pretty vague. So like in the end, like Maochu is mostly an engine to play with Gardarla, which we didn't have access to because I think the tournament season for Gardarla has passed. And eventually we got to 36, and then Hanumarlin is pretty much my first like complete deck, which I can play with. And eventually I do get the fruits deck as well. But before that, I've mostly played with Hanumarlin. Had pretty much...
This man is evil.
I know, right? That pretty much shaped my Battle Spirit journey for like the next 9 years. And pretty much why I like the next one, which is Secret Mad Hatter. Which at that point, like, Hanumarlin has been limited to 1 because it has been... because the actual meta deck, which is the fruits, the multiply deck has been banned to shit. It has been banned to the crown, so Hanumarlin happens to work like really well with the rest of the deck, so you pretty much just play some only like some of like the Hanumerlin stuff, which is Hanumerlin on court, and then Star Campbell, which can salvage the fruits as well. I pretty much just loop these things around, and then you basically get like a 5-symbol one-shot deck with that. So in the end, they limited Hanumerlin as well, and the deck was just gone. And then I just move on because like, okay, fine, I can't play with my class cannon deck anymore. Like it used to be like a class cannon deck, and then now it's even a more fragile class cannon. So I guess I have to move on. And because I was so used to playing with Axel, I guess like in the end I just gravitated towards the next Axel deck, which is Secret Mad Hatter, because like Hanumerlin has like an advent version as well, but it didn't click the same way the original Hanumerlin does. There's like a very very different thing. And then we have Secret Mad Hatter, which is basically a second coming of Hanumerlin, arguably more limited, but yeah, it has its own.
Well, definitely more limited, or else it would be banded together, mate.
Exactly. But yeah, it is a very amazing. It has its own very amazing cat. I got to. Yeah, I mean, like I got 3 of like the Angelia as well, and the Meliel, the extra Meliel. So yeah, pretty much feel good. It feels good to have like 3 Meliel, 3 Alice, and yeah, if you search for Battle Spirits in this channel and you look for like the video with the most views, like the second one is probably going to be our first ever Battle Spirits tournament in Indonesia. That is on national level, which is pretty much we do that so we have data to give to Bandai, so that yeah, we are actually like doing this shit for real. So like please give us like the stuff, because at that point we are still not recognized as a distribution country, but we are not really recognized as a tournament country. So like at that point we don't get like the tournament support. We just they just provided us with whatever with like the store tournaments, but like not really the big tournaments yet. I think like after that point, slowly, I think like after 1 or 2 years, we finally got like the official tournaments, and that was like, yeah, that was my proud father moment, pretty much. Yeah, and also like yeah, basically in that tournament, I did not expect to win at that point. I do have like a lot of unfair advantages against like the newer players, because I have like more stuff to work with. I have more playtime than they do. But yeah, at that point, like the strongest deck, quote unquote, is actually like either the Blue Titus, which can do a 1-turn kill before basically can mill your whole deck before you even do anything, or you need to play against a blue new Siegfried, which basically can which you basically can do very little things against, because once it starts attacking, yeah, it's especially if they have access to Abyss Apocalypse, then you basically, yeah, you can't really play anything. Even I forgot that how I can win against Hendra, which is one of like now he is one of like the better, one of the best blue players in Indonesia, which he already pretty much started from that time, and he pretty much break. He bounced back and he almost win. But I think like I was able to. He didn't like there are some things that he didn't have enough of. So like yeah, basically he was one card off to finish me. So I was able to win. Yippee. Yeah. And then at the final, right, I faced against Bram, who came from Bali, all the way from Bali. So it's just we are already like in different time zone, by the way. Bali is like in the same time zone as Hong Kong and Singapore and Malaysia. For some, yeah, because like Indonesia is divided into 3 time zones. Yeah, because we are.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, because we are like the only good thing about us is we are big. But yeah, that's pretty much where it all stops. But yeah, yeah. So at that point, it is like one of like also like like all this top meta, and then of course have red. They are always very straightforward. They are going to be like somewhat strong, but like against all odds, even though like we don't have like a top cut, we only have like 4 Swiss. Like the only two guys who has 3-0 record after round 3 uses yellow. One of them is me, who uses Wonderland, which is pretty much just at that point my Wonderland is also pretty vanilla. I think like I do have like a 10 cards that are like not Wonderland, but like for the most part it's still like a very vanilla Wonderland engine. And then you know what my opponent, what Bram uses?
Yellow Digimon, wasn't it?
Exactly. Out of all things, yellow Digimon. Which at that point, it doesn't have like the strongest, kit there is. Like, their only mega level Digimon is Piedmon. That is even like, at that point, like the extra is only, well, Angel Woman is kind of cracked. Holy Angemon is kind of strong but not crack. It's still really strong but not crack.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. But yeah, I would like mainly, of course, like you compare it to the other Digimons, right? You have Battle Garurumon, which can single-handedly just murder someone in broad daylight. And then you compare it to Holy Angemon and like, yep, you can attack twice, heal one. Okay. In case like, yeah, I guess, yeah. I would like, yeah, it's a matter of comparison, right? Like on its own, it's like it's a very strong card. You know, at first I was like, I have the upper hand because Wonderland has this one card that surprisingly works very well against one specific mechanic, which is the G-Evolution. For some reason, the main searcher for Wonderland is this called Wonderland Y Rabbit. So after it is an Axel, and then when it is, as long as it is in your remove zone or your open zone, your opponent cannot summon spirit that is cost 6 or lower without paying the cost. So basically, Bram just lost access to all his Digivolution prior to Holy Angemon, pretty much. Yeah, anything other than Holy Angemon, he cannot summon with effects. So yeah, at that time I was like pretty smug about it. And then he summoned Holy Angemon and then everything just went downhill. That's like, I think, yeah, so basically, how it went downhill is basically, okay, so he summoned Holy Angemon, he attacked 1, he has 6 life or something, like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I can, I think like I have like, pretty much like I have like lots of hands, so I should be able to like deal 6 damage with Mad Hatter, no problem. So I just dish out like 2 Alice. In which like, if you play Battle Spirit Saga, you know Alice is a cost 6. Very it's a pretty situational, but it has like a very strong niche in which like it's one of like the early yellow cards that can comfortably like remove like lots of spirits in yellow. In Battle Spirits, Alice is attack for Mad Hatter because she has a cost 3, but when you advent on top of Alice, she is treated as cost 6, so she can pretty much help you to bring out Mad Hatter much faster than you should have been able to. So that's where Alice shines. So I just summoned 2 Alice. And then other strong thing about Alice is if your opponent tries to destroy it or deplete it, it can go to your open zone and bounce one of your opponent's spirit.
Yeah, it was actually broken.
Exactly. And then you know what came out after that? I attacked with Alice. Okay, I just need to advent my Mad Hatter and I can win this. And then they advanted on Piedmon. Minus 4,000 to all of my spirit. If they become 0, unlike Battle Spirit Saga, they are not directly destroyed. The effects decide what happens with those spirits. So Piedmon bounces them to the bottom of the deck. At that point, yellow doesn't really have kits to draw from the bottom, so I just lost 2 of my main engines, which I only have 3 of in my deck. So at that point, I was like, mentally speaking, I already gave up. I was like, okay, so maybe this is I am kind of like the one who brought this game here. I feel like on one side as a competitive player, I want to win, but on the other side as someone who started all this, I feel like I shouldn't be the one who won like the first ever tournament because that doesn't feel like good in a way. I don't know why. It's just my personal thing, but yeah. So I feel like okay. So at that time I was kind of like leaning to my other side. Yeah, maybe as the originator, maybe I shouldn't win. Maybe he should have to win this. And this is how like it's going to turn out. But like yeah, I lost my Alice. I don't have any other attacker, so I just must pass my turn. And then you know what's the real miracle here? After that, I think I remove his like cost 3 once. I think he has a Plotmon. He never like draw another cost 3 afterwards ever again. Like every single one of his draw after that just cost 4, cost 5, cost 6. So yeah, long story short, he was able to summon back. He has that one magic that can summon your base card from your Advent Spirit, and basically got his Holy Enchantment back. So he healed a lot. And then like I think he went to 8 at that point, but like I have like everyone kneel down everyone, so it didn't damage me. Yeah, so yeah, I was able to survive with 1 life. 1 life, Ayumu. against 8. And then I draw my turn, and then I realize I lost my Alice. But I have this one card that is expensive by the virtue of like getting it. It's actually impossible because you have like 16 box in one case, and then this is a box topper, and there are 6 variation of it, and I magically like everything just aligned. I have 3 copy of this card, which is the Angelia Melial, the Wonderland Angelia Melial, and then I was like, oh, this card during your attack step, this card is treated as cost 6. It is a cost 4, much more expensive than Alice, but as exchange at the start of your attack step, you can perform Advent on her. So I was like, is this a breakthrough? So I basically just summon Melial, then go into Mad Hatter, and then basically he has like the automate Mad Hatter, but like mostly it's just bouncing back to hand. So yeah, basically I just repeated what I just did. Play another everyone. Every time the turn goes back to me, I just use Andromeda to grab back the everyone, so I think I can survive like another 4 turns. And at one point I have like 3 spears on my field, but they are all level 1. So I just casually summoned Angel Woman and went to 11 life.
Lama.
Yeah. So yeah, and then yeah, thanks to Melial, eventually I drew my 3rd Alice. And then at that point, like he has like 3 spears to answer to. That can turn into Mad Hatter at any point. And then I just went to my attack step. Finally, he doesn't have anything to bounce my Mad Hatter, so I just attack with Mad Hatter. I have on-cut, so my Mad Hatter become double symbol. And then we have the Brave as well, so my Mad Hatter is now 3 symbols, and then I have enough to attack like 4 times, so 4 or 5 times, so like yeah, enough to whittle him down from 13 to 0. Yeah, that was my moment. Yeah, that's my
crazy.
Yeah, that was my moment, and I think after that I never found like a deck that fits like a glove like the way Mad Hatter did, and like even if I play Mad Hatter, it didn't hit the same. Yeah, but yeah, that was a very heated match. Like even if you don't understand Indonesian, some of the rules I still understand it wrongly because at that point we don't really have access to resources to get the rules and everything, so. It might not be the most accurate gameplay ever, but like if you wanted to experience the hype of like someone like with just going from 13 life to 0, yeah, it's I still recommend it for you to watch. Yeah, and as I say, exactly. And as I said, after that, there's not really a deck that really fits into my hand anymore. Like we have Isis, we have Isis, and then we have Aphrodite. Both kind of feels okay. I don't really have a good record with them, but yeah, still Isis is still my favorite deck. But yeah, it doesn't really fit as well as Mad Hatter did. And then we have BS47, which got hijacked by this guy called Pashintan, because of course it did. Yeah. It was originally like the cover boy was supposed to be Horus, but like he just nope, it's Galaxian set now. And then that was like my best time like as as a box cracker ever because like why it feels so good. I took like the box share, like the case sharing for like the white one because I don't know why. I just have a feeling that the thought will be like such a good deck. And then it did. So basically, I got like 1.5 playsets for thought, and then like basically I tried to play with it. I kind of like it, but like a lot of people want it. Like a lot of people want the thought deck, and then I kind of wanted the Galaxian one, but like I don't really. Like because of that, because it's a 6-color deck, so it's kind of awkward if you wanted to collect like the whole deck, because you can't really do box shares with it, and it will be like spread along like all the 6 colors shares. Like okay, so if I kind of wanted the Galaxian deck because like Pale Spirits Brave was pretty much the first Pale Spirits anime that I watched. I kind of have like an attachment to Dun. Like of course, like now we can say that Dun has too many decks, but like back then. The first Galaxian was really special because like, especially for me because like, I have like access to Battle Spirits after way after like Dun's deck are released. So it's really hard for me if I wanted to collect the old Galaxian stuff. Like now I can have access to like pretty much a kind of like a summary version of like the Galaxians, but yeah, it is kind of like good enough for now. So how I do that? So I basically just sold my thought. I sold everything else, all my 1.5 playset, and then because I have like lots of copy of the Totem book, the Shishanosho Dream. Yeah, so basically that one also goes. That one at that time we don't really have too much defense cards, so that one also goes for pretty penny as well. So I sold like most of my copies except for 3 for my own use. And then from there I just opened. Yeah, because like everyone pay in cash, so I just in store. So I just went back to my friend to the counter. I won 3 boxes of like the BS47 again. BS47. Yeah, so I just go there. I open it, and I finally get like my first Dun. And then I got more Totenbach Trim, sold them, open another box, get like the second Dun, do that again, and then now I have like a second complete thought set, so I have more things to sell, and then I get more Dun deck. So like that is like my best like flow as like someone who like open boxes. Yeah, that's kind of why I guess like out of like all the decks that is in the Grand Walker era, I still kind of got attached to like the old Galaxian. By this time, like they call it like the old Galaxian, although like it's not really like the old Galaxian, but like yeah. So yeah, basically that was what felt good, and then I basically after that we move on. I moved to Germany, so like I don't really get too much stuff for like PS50, PS51, so I don't have Tsukuyomi and everything. And then we got to PS52. And then I have to go to the toilet first. Sorry.
Lamau.
Okay, sorry about that. I thought I could speed around it, but turns out I can't.
Yeah.
But then, basically, I don't have access to like the Well Spirits card when I first reached Germany. So like yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I went to Germany after that, and at that point my collection stopped at Aphrodite. So pretty much I have a complete Aphrodite at that point of time, which is why now the modern Aphrodite I haven't had that deck, but I wanted to complete it eventually. Pretty much because that's an attachment, because it's one of the deck that I brought to Germany, and why I really want Isis and Eternal as well, because it's the one deck that they promised that they haven't given to us. One day, but yeah. So yeah, I pretty much after that I got things set up. Well, not set up, but like I pretty much calmed down. I pretty much settled down in Germany, and then I started to play again online with friends. Especially I guess like after semester 1, we have COVID as well. Like more people like are playing online, and we came to PS52. Like I was like thinking of like putting in Raki here, because like Aikatsu's my first collaboration, of course, but that's also like one of my first shipment from Indonesia, where my friend basically just let go of his whole like Aikatsu collection. Which is why I try to complete my Aikatsu collections whenever possible, because pretty much have a complete like first like from the first set already. Like I think like I only missing cards from PS35, but like I'll probably eventually complete it one day. But yeah, pretty much this is like one of the other part of like the shipment was pretty much the Demeter deck, PS52 Demeter deck. At that point, Vina was like a very versatile card because you can pretty much you need her in pretty much all origin deck. So like being expensive is one thing, because it's an extra and you only get like at most like 6 copies in each case. And in Indonesia we open like I think like 1 to 2 cases. So like basically,
that is not a lot. Jesus Christ.
Yep, that is very few Vina circulating in Indonesia at that time. So like even if I wanted to pay, I cannot get the cards. And then, of course, because my friend was the one who's like opening the cases and then like sharing it to everyone, and then basically he can set the rules. So basically, he has 2 secret Vina lying around, and he wanted to let it go. He wanted to invest in other projects. So we just had a chat, and then like I mean like I kind of want it, but like I can't really afford it. And he just, yep, if you want it, just for you, I'm going to give you like half of what the Japanese ask. So like basically, for the price of like 1 secret Vina in Japan, I get like 2 copies. So I was like, oh, yeah, why not just send it to me then? So yeah, I know right now it's not as valuable, but like emotionally, it's still like one of like it's because like it's from my friend who I started Battle Spirits with. So like I guess like and any cards will be from him will be valuable. This is probably going to be what summarizes Sovina will be what summarizes everything.
That is very fair.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in Bandai Decision Plus, they don't have like the first secret version, so that's why I use this the reprint one. Yeah.
Damn.
Unfortunately, they don't. Yeah, such. They only have like the new secrets, so yeah. Unfortunately, I have to work with this one. Yeah, and now that I think about it, like speaking of like we have spoken like we have also talked about like the Digimon collab and Battle extensively. I forgot about one card that could have been here, which is for Greymon. It's just a pretty emotional. It is it's a personally emotional story, but like it's not, because like you know that one fateful encounter with the owner of World of Cards. It happened in the store of this one Singaporean uncle. Of course, yeah, he's old, right? So he wants to share like his knowledge and everything. So like, and yeah, at that point, I basically just spend my days in Singapore just hanging out by myself, just like fooling around, and then like, yeah, at that time, I don't really have anything to do, so I just go to the uncle's store, and then like I just chatted with him like a lot, and then he's also like the one who kind of like directed me to kind of like talk with Ronald, the owner of World of Cards. Yeah, basically. One day, when we have like one of the larger tournaments, he came with Ronald to Indonesia, and then it is around the time of Chinese New Year, so he gave me an ang pao. And inside is not money; it's of course a card which is the War Greymon. And yeah, that's pretty much the last time I met him, pretty much. Because yeah, man, like he had lived a good life, I hope. But yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I can.
My condolences.
Yeah. Don't know why. It's just, sometimes you have friends that are way older, and then it just happens. But yeah, that's probably subconsciously why I don't really feel like starting another game after Battle Spirits. Like, I feel like Battle Spirit is probably going to be my last TCG. If Battle Spirit ever ends, I don't know if I wanted to play like other games. Like at least not to the extent where I play Vanguard or Battle Spirits. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. So yeah, after that we have I guess like after that we do have like a strong contenders in Rebirth Saga. After that we went through Rebirth Saga, which can feel a little bit underwhelming compared to Rebirth Saga, but yeah. The first trailer was pretty interesting because like I think like some of the commercial actually like only circulated in like the YouTube advertisement, so it doesn't really exist in the Battle Spirits channel itself.
Mm-hmm.
So like
right. Oh my god, I actually forgot about that time.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's why we have like the image for Dragon's Mirage, but like we can't really find like a video. Like if you search for like the video where the Dragon's Mirage is revealed, like you can't really find it at that moment of time.
Oh my god, that's some core memories right there. Jesus Christ.
I know, right? And I just remembered I saw Astra Dragon and it feels really cool, especially because it shares the artist with like lots of like the dragons that I kind of like the design of in Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he looks like Chaos Breaker Dragon, which will always give us PTSD if you play Vanguard. But yeah, I basically, I kind of like his design. Not really much of the other Machine Dragon actually, but yeah. That's also why I kind of wanted to build a Machine Dragon, and then I opened 2 or 3 boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And I got like 1 Astra Dragon and 1 Secret Astra Dragon. Yeah, that's why I still kept my Machine Dragon. That's why I feel like it's something when you pull like the secret itself, like even though we know that in Battle Spirits like stuff rarely like keep their value, like when you do pull it yourself, it does feel really good. Yeah,
I have that too many times in Pokemon to feel anything.
Yeah. I guess so, yeah.
You literally yesterday in pre-release said, "Ooh, very secret art," and then my friend's like, "You want to trade?" He's like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, dude, that's so cool. But yeah, I guess I can understand that. But I guess that's also pretty much when my luck starts to turn around a little bit. So yeah, that's probably why it feels a little bit emotional. And also, it's the card that gave me the win in the last episode of World Clash as well, where I just at this point all people were like, he's going to play yellow, isn't he? Throw set on that Star Dragon Mirage. Yep.
Nani?
You are not going to play the same playing field. No. I'm going to hard control everyone.
Oh my god, it reminds me of oh my god, it actually reminds me of like one of the games in Pokemon in UIC. So like I went into day 2 and there was this Pokemon called Charcadet, which can evolve into 2 different Pokemon. One is called Cerulege, one is called Armarouge. Cerulege is still like a semi-meta deck. But it's not a deck which you expect would go into what we call day 2, basically like the second stage of like the tournament. And then Armarouge is even worse. It's basically a meme deck. And then so like I face this guy, and then like we open our cards, and then and then I saw his Chakra deck. It's like, oh, Sterilage in day 2, and it's like Sterilage, no. and then my brain low for a little bit. I was like, oh shit.
Oh shit! I don't have the handle for this.
Oh no, I did because I actually played the deck.
Okay.
So I just fucking destroyed him.
Okay. So he found the one guy who actually knows the art.
Yeah, no, literally.
Jesus Christ.
It's really funny. And then I think what's even funnier is that I actually saw faced his little brother in one of the smaller events before. And I also destroyed him.
So you destroyed the little brother and you destroyed the big brother. Now the whole family will collapse.
Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah.
But yes, sorry, continue.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. So after that, thank you very much for giving me time to recover from my from the core memory that I unlocked like accidentally. But yeah, pretty much after that is the contract saga. So basically, we get fashion done again. Yay!
Yay! Fuck yeah, man.
I feel like now that I think about it, maybe I should have put Vinyl here because I got a very special goddess Vinyl from Ayumu. Just remember that. Yeah, I feel like the whole contract saga kind of played almost everything because we do open like one case of like PS60. Everything just feels like okay. We already have the resource for everything. I can pretty much play everything now except for for the purple ones. I don't really have a blood crystal. Don't think I have a blood crystal deck. Because I have green one. I have Rampo deck. I have a somewhat incomplete blue a shark deck. I have a round deck because I really like how the AFO aesthetics. It's not updated, but I have a round deck. I have I think I pretty much have all the yellow contracts. What other colors there? I have Stark, I guess.
Stark is actually pretty fun. I like Stark.
I know, right?
Actually has like a fully functional Stark deck.
Nice.
And it's actually really funny.
I know, right? And then, so you just go into Stark and more Stark and more Stark. I want a Super Stark. I don't have a Super Stark, but I want a Super Stark eventually, I guess. And what other colors is there? I think I feel like I'm forgetting like one color, but if I forget it, maybe it's not that important.
Nah.
But yeah.
Red? Scarlet Flame.
Oh yeah, I have a Grow. I don't know, man. I feel like Grow like as straightforward as it is, like it's probably like the big Scarlet Flame for me. Well, technically speaking, I have the Mugen deck, which is the first Mugen, actually. It's really like the Trinity. Also, like, because I jokingly just bought like all the Secret Trinity in Cardboard Collectible because like the extra was sold out. I was like, yep, let's just do this for the meme. And it didn't land. I guess that's a lesson. Don't buy stuff for memes. Yeah.
Unless you have excess money, which none of us does.
Exactly. But yeah, it's I mean, like as a chunk, like Ultimate Book, the Trinity, Mugen Dragon Trinity is still pretty fun. If I can pull it off, it feels good. Mostly you don't.
Yeah, if you can pull it off, it feels good. Yeah. It feels mega good.
I know, right? Mostly it didn't, but like mostly it's enough. Kind of like when you actually like had the upper hand, like you don't really have to get like 3 advent base on Trinity to get all the effects. I think like once you unlock like the second effect, you already kind of win. But like, yeah, why not like heal 3 as well while we are at that? That was I never really got like the heal. I think like I only used the heal 3 like once or twice. But like when it happens, like oh my god, it feels so good. I got the heal 3 in red, and it's not limited to 5 lives. God, what is this red deck? This is not a red deck. But yeah. But I guess like at that, because like after that, it's pretty much after that Trinity contract, beginning of like the Grand Walker era, like it's when I graduated. Also like Battle Spirit Saga kind of happened, so like my budget was very limited. I don't really have like the extra budget to build like the Grand Walker decks. And I didn't like at that time we only have like Kenichi Ahao, and I don't really collect with him. Like and then we have Uranos, so like even
Yeah, Ulanus is like yeah, don't know what to say.
yeah. I mean like I mean like now if you ask me now, I can if you ask me like if I want Kenichi Ahao's deck for collection because I have already Uranos, I guess like I have to. It's the only the only yellow Grandwalker deck that I don't own, and also Everdeath, I guess. But yeah, Everdeath I'm already planning on getting her anyways. Like I guess like Kenichi Ahao is just like might as well like, complete the collection at this point.
Actually, do you want my Aphrodite?
We can talk about it later. Oh no! He wants more. He wants more money for Pokemon cards. But yeah. But yeah, I guess like at that point,
I'm slowly converting to Pokemon.
No, don't leave us. I'm going to convert you back to standard eventually. So yeah, I guess you can play Pokemon for now. Play your Pokemon now. Your Pokemon. But yeah. So Verma Serum pretty much is the one that carried me through the first 2/3 of the Contract Saga. Until like after that came back, and then I was like, yeah, it's finally my time to cut. And then like they printed the rate was so shit. Like I can't get like Pandemos. I cannot even get Pandemos even if I have the money, but I don't even have the money to buy Pandemos if they do have the stuff. So I cannot build Aphrodite at all. So that was sad, but it is what it is. Yeah, I have like the deck and brain rare, so I just have to convert them to real cards eventually. Yeah, so I guess like at that point, I guess I can play Vinyl, but Vinyl has been hit by ban list a lot, and I don't know why. The gameplay for Verma just clicked better than Palm did. I do have Palm as well, but yeah, it never really clicked to me. Like Verma feels way better. Personally, to me, it's not like the deck is actually like objectively better, but like subjectively to me, it fits more my playstyle a little bit more. Just basically just build up your field, and then you just do a one shot where your opponent cannot do anything. But yeah,
it's like it just keeps showing that you're just like a fish player.
Yeah, I'm the reverse fish. I was like, yep, you fish by going as fast as possible. I'm going to fish by buying my as much as time as possible so that you cannot do your fishing. I will prevent your fishing so I can fish.
So to explain to our listeners, so fish is actually a Cantonese slang for basically being brain dead. Like it just like became like basically what do you call it? It basically just became like an inside joke between us in like the server and all those stuff, which basically just means like no brain.
Yep.
Like playing with no brain, yeah.
Exactly. I'm just going to lock you. So what you want to do? No. How am I going to win? By not letting you do what you want to do.
No, literally though.
Exactly. Like you want to have a Grandwalker Nexus? No.
No, but actually most of the time we don't even think that much. Like when we say fish, we mean like literally just aggro unga bunga.
Exactly. I think like most of the fish deck you basically like stop thinking like the moment the deck is built. You just trust the process.
Trust the process, not literally.
Exactly. After the deck is done, the thinking is done. So if you lose with an aggro deck in Battle Spirits, pretty much that means your deck building is a net improvement. Yeah. So yeah, after that, of course, like finally my economic situation got better. Even though I'm still looking for a job, even until now. But like at least my economic situation is finally better. They also pretty much fix like the rates in Rebirth of Legends, so I can actually afford the stuff, except for the extra premium, which up to this day, even though like the prices went down like a lot, it's still like pretty pricey. But yeah, at the very least now it's in a point where I can pretty much still afford it. But yeah, I took up like one of like the other dark horse because I have a nice princess deck. Because my old machine dragon deck, I made it as a meme because Battle Spirit has lots of puns. And then the Japanese name for machine dragon is Kiryu, which is machine and dragon.
Yeah.
And then the Japanese name for ice princess is Yoki, which is the ice and princess. So I just made a red-white deck, which is a Kiryu deck. But the key instead of machine is princess.
Oh my god. And like, I think you did mention this before, but it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's that was all. I literally made that deck for the meme, so I did tell everyone why I made it with that combination specifically. But yeah, of course after that I just split into 2 decks, have like the Ice Princess and the Machine Dragon. I think like my current Ice Princess, it's only missing like the Revival White World, but the old one works as well for now. I guess it's still okay. But anyway, Rebirth of Legends was pretty much the turning point. I can pretty much build like the more recent decks again, finally. So I built Ice Princess and it's also out of the factor that I have most of the parts already. I just need Fremia, and for Parvati I just need the contract Parvati and Ardhanarishwara. So Ardhanarishwara has a way better rate than Panemos, so now I can actually afford her for real. Yeah, and then pretty much now Parvati is still pretty much my comfort deck because Indra is way faster. Morrigan is, as her personality is described, it is out of her whim whether I would win or not. It's like I never have felt like I have to be religious more than when I play Morrigan, because like it is literally up to Morrigan whether I can win or not. Not the card, the actual goddess. Like when she tell me that I have to lose, I will lose. But like with Parvati and Indra, I feel like I have a little bit more control. But yeah, of course, like Parvati is still, it's kind of like more stable because it's more of a mid range. When Ayumu has put this Saga deck here, not only I cannot fit it here, the one card that pretty much like shaped my whole Saga journey is not in Battle Spirits. It's an original Saga Spirit, which is Genbu. Although,
true, yeah.
Yeah. Although I did play like imaginary piece from, it's Fable piece way before Genbu was released, but like I feel like what solidified me as that made like yellow mid-range my main deck is pretty much Genbu.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately Genbu is not here, so that's why I'm not putting it here. But yeah, pretty much every play, because like I feel like I'm an indecisive person. I played Ra before and this didn't feel right. The first iteration of ISS didn't feel right because it's, not exactly, it's kind of like it kind of becomes a control deck eventually. It's first a bit down, but like eventually it now went to more control. But like I feel like the control version fits me better. But that's in the end, like if it can do mid range, I feel like the best. It is the best fit for me, kind of. Yeah, that's why Parvati is still my favorite deck for now. Of course, I wanted to fit the Diva, but we already have Rabbit Darling, so yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of have to wait
until... try to be a bit more diverse.
Yeah. I mean, like I feel like this list already proved that I am not a yellow player per se, but so yeah. Only 4 out of the it's 5 out of 9. God damn it. Majority.
I mean, to be fair, only 2 cards in there aren't actually yellow.
Shit. I forgot that 6 color cards are both yellow and not yellow at the same time. So yeah, that's pretty much my whole journey in Battle Spirits. Sum up, I feel like we went way over because we had some emotional stuff that I have to share as well. But yeah, I guess that's what it is. So yeah, if you guys want,
if you guys want to share your list of your 9 cards that made your battle spirit journey, do comment down below.
Exactly.
Or if you're really interested to share, then you can always just email us with the list as well, and we can talk about it next episode.
Exactly. Or you just post it on Twitter. So the tag is actually in Japanese. So, 私を救るバトスピカードの9枚, if I'm not wrong. I will put it in the description below so you can just copy it. And then maybe you can just post it on Twitter. Let everyone know. And then let us know so we can check it for you guys. And then we can judge it for you. Yippee. Unlike our own list, we don't have any context on why you chose all those cards. But we will judge it anyway. Yippee.
Yippee.
Yeah. So if you guys have any further questions, comments, or requests, do feel free to send it to us to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you're listening to this on YouTube, of course, you can always comment down below. So yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward. And we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yep. That's it. That's actually it.